this video, we're going to be looking at the Actions tab in Remote Desktop Manager. The Actions tab is only available when a session's open, and the options you see can change depending on the type of sessions you're running. So for example here, I have an RDP session which I'm going to open. And right away we notice that there's an Actions tab in the ribbon that's just been added between Home and Edit. Once I've opened Actions, you'll notice that the settings are actually divided into different subgroups here, 7 in total. So we have our connection, we have actions, we have display, settings, commands, which is a bit different from the other ones, screenshot, and video. Firstly, we have connection, which here will allow you to reconnect, close the session, log off the session, force log off, or also, if you're managing multiple different sessions, reconnect all, or close all other tabs. The hide option will also allow you to hide the session from your tabs here. Next, we have actions, which here allows us to execute macro scripts or view the server authentication type, which in my case is Kerberos. Next, we have our display subgroup, which here allows us to undock the session itself, full screen the session into this window here, or use the configured work area screen that we have in the properties of this session. Next, we have the settings group, which allows us to enable certain options and features from the actions rather than within the properties. So for example, here I have keep tab on disconnect, which when enabled will make it so that even if I'm disconnected from this session, the tab itself will remain here at the top. I also have smart sizing and smart reconnect, which will allow us to continue to have the correct size for the window depending on how much space you give it. And we also have the ability to enable Windows key on a remote computer, making it so that when you select the Windows key on your keyboard, it'll be sent directly to the session rather than on your local computer. We're going to skip commands for now and get back to it later since it's very dependent on the type of session you have opened. Next, we have screenshot, which allows us to send a screenshot to our clipboard, save it as a file, and also save it as a file and open. And we also have our video section here, which allows us to record our session in MP4 format in order to show whatever is going on in our session. So the command section, as I mentioned earlier, is very dependent on the type of session you have opened. So right now as RDP, I have the view only, making it so that if I enable this, my inputs will be completely ignored within the session. I also have the ability to send Control-Alt-Delete and send Control-Alt-End if the shortcut isn't working for whatever reason in your session, or you just want a quick shortcut for those options here. And we also have the ability to have charms, the app bar, snap, app switch, and start screen. If I open an SSH or Telnet session, as I have right now, you'll notice that the commands are different. So here I have copy all to clipboard, clear scroll back, reset terminal, send break, which are all things that are much more useful in an SSH session. So these are the options you'll have here. And lastly, if we go to our VNC option, we'll notice that once I open it, the actions here are a little more limited than they are in RDP. So here I have select full desktop and switch monitors, as well as send Control-Alt-Delete. And that is the Actions tab in Remote Desktop Manager. If you'd like to know more, feel free to consult our knowledge base and documentation articles.